Hi, my name is Jordan Thomas and I'm in the 7th grade, and today I am going to be doing the instant freezing water experiment for my science project. The materials that you will need for this project are rock salt, 1 bag of ice, you shouldn't use all of it, a thermometer, 2 refrigerated water bottles, and an aluminum bowl. So first I'm going to start by taking my aluminum bowl and I'm going to open my ice and fill it up all the way to the top. You can pour the ice in, or you can just put some handfuls of it. I'm just gonna put some handfuls of it to be neat, so it won't get everywhere. More than that, you gotta fill it up top. And this should be good. You gotta make sure that the water bottles can fit snugly inside. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, and then you are going to take your two refrigerated water bottles and stuff it all the way in the ice. It's okay if the ice spills a tiny little bit while you're trying to stuff it into the ice. So now I have stuffed my, it's really cold. I had stuffed my water bottles and they're really stuffed in to the bottom. Now I'm going to just pour my rock salt over. This is really fun. And say the exact amount of rock salt to put in, but it just your fingers were all in the way.
It's okay, go ahead.
And then you just scatter it. It's have to put a generous amount on each side. And you have a little bit of extra rock salt left over. And ice. And it said the more rock salt that you put inside of the ice, the colder it'll get and the faster like it'll drop down. So I'm just gonna put that's it. This is all I'm gonna put. I don't need that much. It just said put a lot. So that's it. So now moving on to the next step. So this is what it looks like. This is going to start to melt and make the water colder. So I'm going to write down the starting point of the temperature. So it has to get down to -8 degrees Celsius in order to continue on with the experiment. So we're going to see what it's at right now. So I have my thermometer. I'm going to have to hold these buttons. So, turn it on. It is Celsius, Fahrenheit. So right now it's on Celsius. And then I'm going to put it in. Just drop it. I'll drop it down in the middle. It just says hold. Oh yeah, and the whole experiment it says for it to drop down to -8 degrees Celsius is going to take about 30 minutes. So I'm going to check on it every 5 minutes and mark its progress. Okay. So right now, so for some reason it's already at -8 degrees Celsius. I think it's because the rock salt. So I'm gonna still let it sit. But for right now, I'm gonna do the Fahrenheit. So right now it needs to get to 17 degrees Fahrenheit, and right now it's stuck on 16.0 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're gonna wait for it to get to 17 degrees. Now it dropped down to 15.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Now back up to 16.0. Couple more seconds. Okay, it's staying on 16.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So now I'm just gonna let it sit, but right now I've marked the starting point for both the Celsius and the Fahrenheit. So right now the Celsius, the starting point for the Celsius is 8.8 degrees Celsius, minus 8.8 degrees Celsius, and the starting point for the Fahrenheit is 16.9. So it's been about 25 minutes, and throughout that time the temperature has dropped like really low. It was really far below 17 degrees Fahrenheit, which is our goal. But then we added a bit more rock salt. And when we added more rock salt, it just went up. So right now we're very close to 17 degrees Fahrenheit, which is where we need to be. And we're at 14.8 degrees, and we're almost close. It just keeps going up. So this is what the bowl looks like. It's covered in ice particles because it is really, really cold. So we're just gonna not see. Now it's at 16.4, and then it dropped down to 50 again. So we're just gonna let this sit and see what happens in the next few minutes or so. So it took way more than 30 minutes, about 50 minutes, but it still hasn't like reached 17. It did at one point. It fluctuates, but it didn't like really reach 70. Like it went up and down, up and down. It was going between 13 degrees Fahrenheit and 19 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm gonna carefully take it out. I don't really think it's gonna work. It works! It works! Look! It works! And then the man says to pour it out a little bit to get some air in it. No, but it worked. Yeah, it kind of worked. So now I'm going to get an ice cube. I'm going to pour it on top and let's see. Want to see if it can freeze. Okay, so it was all liquid. I mean, how you call it? Ice. And look, you see the ice particles forming. And then look, this is all the ice. This is all the ice. And yes, it is actually ice. Like, you just pour it. I apologize for my background. It doesn't, like, it works. Yeah, like, it works. It doesn't stay as ice for a long time. So now, we are going to try this one. You see it's liquid. Liquid, all liquid. The ice cube, I'm sorry, I have family over and they're just making me laugh. But I'm also happy. I'm also happy. So, ooh. So now I have the ice cubes. Now I'm just gonna pour it.
Oh my goodness.
My family is so like impressed. Look.
Get it on video. Oh wow.
How does that happen?
That's so cool.
That's really, really cool. Okay, what you doing?
Oh, that's super cool, Jordan.
I'm so happy because I did not think it was gonna work. Ooh, I think I really like this experiment, and it is. It's ice. Like it's not like it's actually ice.
Nice. Very good experiment.
Thank you. We were hoping that this was gonna work. So, in conclusion, it did take a little longer than 30 minutes, and we had to put extra rock salt in order for it to work. But in the end, it came out really, really well. So my procedure was I got all my materials, and then I didn't put water in this, the ice was melting. I put ice in halfway, like this. And then I put more ice in, and then I put the salt. And then I waited for about 50 minutes. And then I did the bottle slam. And then I did this, and it worked perfectly. And then it formed a whole chunk of ice. And I'm so happy about this experiment. And this will be an experiment that I just do. I think as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to do it again. But this is a really good experience. And a really good experiment to do. And I would recommend you guys, with your families, do this experiment. Because it is so fun. And if you have any questions, please ask. And thank you for watching.